Hey, 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 English learners! Welcome back to the Daily English Podcast, your favorite place to learn real English, easy English, everyday English, the kind of English you actually use in real life.
Yes, welcome back, everyone. We are so happy you are here with us today. This is the podcast where we talk like real people, share real stories, and help you feel comfortable and confident in English.
I'm Corey,
And I'm Orus.
and together we are your two English friends. Not your teachers with a big stick, just your friends who really want to help you grow.
Exactly. No boring grammar rules today. Just real talk, real English, real life.
So, Oris, what time did you wake up this morning?
Very early, actually. My alarm rang at 6 and I did not fight it.
You did not fight it. That is new.
I know. Normally I press snooze 3 times, but today I just sat up.
Good job, and that is exactly why today's topic is perfect.
Yes, today we are talking about daily routines.
I love this topic. Everybody has a routine, even if they do not notice it.
Exactly. Your morning, your work hours, your evening. It is all a routine, whether it feels organized or a little messy.
And today, we are going to learn a lot of really useful English phrases about routines, words you can use to talk about your own day in your own life.
Listen carefully, repeat when you can, and enjoy the conversation.
And before we go any further, a small favor.
Yes, if you enjoy this podcast, please click like. Please subscribe to Daily English Podcast, and please share this episode with one friend who is learning English.
Yes, send it to that friend who always says, I want to learn English, but I don't know where to start. This episode is perfect for them.
And stay with us until the end today. We have a special announcement and you are not going to want to miss it.
Yes, something we think is going to help your English learning so much. So don't click away. The best part is coming at the end. Okay, are you ready?
Let's go.
So, Oris, let's start with the word itself, routine. R-O-U-T-I-N-E, routine.
A routine is a set of things you do regularly, usually in the same order, usually at the same time.
For example, my morning routine is simple. I drink water, stretch, and check my messages.
Or, her evening routine includes a shower, a book, and 10 minutes of stretching.
Say it with us, listeners. Routine.
And here's something important. A routine does not have to be perfect. It just has to be yours.
True. My routine is not fancy at all. I wake up, I make coffee, and I check my calendar.
That sounds calm.
It is calm until I remember I have a meeting in 10 minutes, then it's not calm anymore.
Same story every single day.
Almost. But let's talk about mornings first. Oris, are you a morning person?
Honestly, yes. I like starting early. My brain feels clearer before the world gets busy.
I'm the opposite. My brain needs time to warm up, like an old car on a cold morning.
That's a great picture. So what do you do first when your alarm rings?
I do not jump up immediately. I lie there for a minute and think about my day.
Just thinking? Not checking your phone?
I try not to. If I check my phone first, my brain gets full of messages before I even stand up.
That's smart. I actually have a habit like that too. Before I check anything, I open the window and breathe some fresh air.
I like that. Okay, let's learn a new phrase. Get into the habit of something.
Get into the habit of. This means you slowly start doing something regularly until it becomes normal for you.
For example, I got into the habit of drinking water before coffee. Now I do it every morning.
Or, she got into the habit of writing 3 tasks for the day right after breakfast.
So it's not something you do once, it's something that slowly becomes part of your life.
Exactly. And once a routine becomes very automatic, we have another useful phrase, on autopilot.
On autopilot. I love this one. Autopilot is normally for airplanes, right? When the plane flies itself?
Yes, and we borrow that word for our own life. When you do something on autopilot, you do it without thinking because you have done it so many times.
For example, I make my morning coffee completely on autopilot. My hands know exactly what to do.
Or, he drove to work on autopilot and almost forgot it was Saturday.
That happens to me too. One day I almost went to the office on a holiday.
Because your brain was on autopilot.
Exactly. My body just followed the normal road.
So, listeners, think about your own morning. Is there something you already do on autopilot?
Maybe brushing your teeth, maybe making your bed, maybe checking the weather.
Write it down in your head. We will come back to this idea later.
Okay, Orus, what do you eat for breakfast?
Something very simple, usually eggs and toast.
My quick breakfast is a banana, sometimes with a little peanut butter.
That's fast.
It has to be fast. I'm not a person who enjoys cooking early in the morning.
Do you plan your breakfast the night before?
A little bit. I usually know if it will be a banana day or an eggs day.
That's actually a very good habit. Deciding small things the night before can make your morning feel lighter.
True. When I don't decide, I stand in front of the kitchen like it's a big, important decision.
A banana emergency.
Exactly. Okay, let's talk about getting ready. Are you fast or slow when you get dressed?
Fast. I choose my clothes very quickly. I don't like thinking too much in the morning.
I'm the opposite again. I like to stand there and think about the whole day before choosing.
That takes time.
It does, but once I choose, I feel ready.
Here's another useful phrase for getting ready. Rush around.
Rush around. This means you move quickly and often a little chaotically, usually because you're late or busy.
For example, this morning I was rushing around looking for my keys.
Or she rushed around the house trying to find her other shoe.
That happens to almost everyone.
Every single week for me. My keys love to hide.
Maybe they're also on autopilot, hiding in the same 3 places.
Probably. Okay, let's move from the morning to the middle of the day, work time.
Yes, the part of the day when things can get a little busy.
Corey, do you take breaks during work?
I try to, but sometimes I forget completely.
Same here. I sit down at 9 and suddenly it's 1 in the afternoon.
And you didn't move at all?
Maybe once to get water.
That's why we need a new phrase. Take a breather.
Take a breather. This means to stop for a short time and rest, usually to relax your mind for a moment.
For example, I took a breather after that long meeting.
Or take a breather before you answer that email. Do not reply when you are angry.
Good advice. A short pause can change your whole mood.
True. Even 2 minutes outside can help.
Let's talk about another common work habit, multitask.
Multitask. M-U-L-T-I-T-A-S-K. This means doing more than one thing at the same time.
For example, I was multitasking, eating lunch and answering messages at the same time.
Or, try not to multitask during an important call. Give it your full attention.
I used to multitask a lot, cooking while checking emails, walking while talking on the phone.
Did that help you?
Honestly, no. I felt busy, but I did not feel productive.
That is such an important difference. Busy and productive are not always the same thing.
Exactly. So now I try to do one thing at a time, especially for important tasks.
Here's another phrase connected to busy days. Juggle.
Juggle, like in a circus when someone throws balls in the air and catches them.
Yes, and we use it for life, too. When you juggle things, you try to manage many responsibilities at the same time.
For example, she juggles work, English classes, and taking care of her family.
Or, it's not easy to juggle a full-time job and studying a new language.
That is true for so many of our listeners.
Yes, and if that's you right now, learning English while juggling a busy life, good job. Seriously, good job.
It's not easy, and you're doing it anyway.
Let's talk about lunch. Orus, do you eat lunch at your desk or somewhere else?
I try to leave my desk, even if it's just for 15 minutes.
I sometimes eat at my desk while working. Not a great habit, I know.
Leaving your desk can help you come back with a clearer mind.
True. It's like a small reset button in the middle of the day.
Exactly. Now let's talk about something that happens to everyone. Procrastinate.
Procrastinate. Procrastinate. This means you delay doing something, especially something important, and you do something else instead.
For example, I procrastinated all morning, and then I had to finish the report in 1 hour.
Or, instead of studying, she procrastinated by cleaning her whole room.
Cleaning is the classic procrastination activity.
So true. Suddenly, your house is spotless, but your real work is still waiting.
I do that with emails sometimes. I open my inbox, close it, open it again, and somehow 1 hour disappears.
That is very relatable. What helps you stop procrastinating?
Starting small, I tell myself just 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes, I usually keep going.
That is such a good trick. The hardest part is often just beginning.
Exactly. Once you start, the task feels smaller than it looked before.
Okay, let's talk about the afternoon slump. Orus, do you get sleepy after lunch?
Every single day. Around 2 in the afternoon, my energy just disappears.
Same here. My brain says we are done for today, but the clock disagrees.
What do you do about it?
I used to drink more coffee. Now I try a short walk instead.
Does that help?
Usually, fresh air wakes me up more than I expect.
I like stretching my arms and shoulders for a minute. It sounds small, but it helps.
Small actions really do add up during a long workday. Let's talk about ending the workday now. Do you have a clear ending?
Not really. I close my laptop, but my brain keeps working for another hour.
Same problem here. I remember something I forgot, and suddenly I'm thinking about work again.
Here's a useful phrase for this moment: switch off.
Switch off, like turning off a light or a machine.
Yes, and we use it for our minds too. When you switch off from work, you stop thinking about it and give your attention to something else.
For example, it's hard for me to switch off from work in the evening.
Or try to switch off completely on weekends. Your mind needs real rest.
I'm definitely still learning this one.
Me too, honestly. But writing down unfinished tasks before I leave really helps me switch off faster.
Why does that help?
Because my brain doesn't need to keep remembering everything. It's already written down somewhere safe.
That makes sense. Your brain can finally relax a little.
Exactly. Now let's move to the evening, the part of the day I personally enjoy the most.
Me too. Evenings feel like a reward after a long day.
So, Corey, what's the first thing you do when you get home?
I usually change my clothes immediately. Something about work clothes makes me feel like I'm still at work.
That is very true. Comfortable clothes feel like permission to relax.
Exactly. After that, I make a simple dinner. Nothing complicated.
What's your go-to dinner?
Pasta most nights, or rice with vegetables.
My quick dinner is usually soup. Easy to make, easy to clean.
One pot, one bowl, minimal dishes. I respect that system completely.
Dishes are my biggest enemy in the evening.
Mine too. Let's learn another phrase now. Wind down.
Wind down. This means to slowly relax, usually in the evening before going to sleep.
For example, I like to wind down with a cup of tea and a good book.
Or try to wind down at least 30 minutes before bed. Your body needs the signal that sleep is coming.
How do you wind down, Orus?
Music mostly. Something calm, nothing too energetic.
I like reading. Even 5 or 10 pages feels like a signal that the day is ending.
That's such a nice picture. A small signal that says the active part of the day is over now.
Exactly. And here's a related phrase, unwind.
Unwind. Very similar to wind down. It means to relax after a stressful or busy time.
For example, after a long week, I really need to unwind.
Or, a short walk outside helps me unwind after work.
These two phrases are almost twins. Wind down and unwind both mean slowly becoming relaxed.
Good comparison. Now, Corey, what about your phone in the evening? Do you check it a lot?
More than I want to admit.
Honest answer.
I open one app and suddenly 30 minutes disappear.
I know that feeling very well. My phone is basically a small time machine.
Exactly. It steals your minutes without asking permission.
Have you tried putting it somewhere far from the bed?
I have tried thinking about it. That counts as progress, right?
A small kind of progress, yes. Baby steps.
Baby steps. That's actually a nice phrase, too. Small, gentle steps forward, not big, difficult ones.
For example, learning a new language is about baby steps, not giant jumps.
Or, building a new routine takes baby steps, one small change at a time.
I really believe that. You don't need a perfect routine tomorrow. You just need one small improvement today.
So true. Okay, let's talk about weekends now. Do your weekends feel different from weekdays?
Very different. I try to relax my routine a little on weekends.
Same here. I still wake up early, but I move slower.
What's your favorite weekend habit?
A long, slow breakfast. On weekdays, breakfast is fast. On weekends, breakfast becomes an event.
An event with coffee and no rush.
Exactly. No rushing around, just sitting and enjoying it.
I like going for a longer walk on weekends without checking the time.
That sounds peaceful. Do you ever break your routine completely on weekends?
Sometimes yes, and that is okay too.
True. A routine should not feel like a strict rule. It should feel like something that supports you.
Exactly. Here is a nice phrase for people who love routines very much. Creature of habit.
Creature of habit. I love this expression.
A creature of habit is someone who likes doing the same things in the same way again and again.
For example, my grandfather is a creature of habit. He drinks his tea at exactly 7 every evening.
Or, I am a creature of habit when it comes to breakfast. Always eggs, never anything else.
Are you a creature of habit, Orus?
Definitely with my mornings. I like predictable mornings very much.
I'm more flexible in the morning, but very much a creature of habit with my evening tea.
We all have our own version of this.
True. Now, let's talk about something important. What happens when your routine breaks completely?
Oh, this happens to everyone. Travel, illness, busy weeks, unexpected plans.
Exactly. Here's a useful phrase, fall off track.
Fall off track. This means you stop following your normal routine or plan, usually without meaning to.
For example, I fell off track with my exercise routine during my vacation.
Or, it's easy to fall off track when your schedule suddenly changes.
What do you do when you fall off track, Orus?
I used to feel very guilty about it. Now I just try to get back on track quickly.
Get back on track, another great phrase. This means returning to your normal routine after a break or a difficult period.
For example, after my trip, it took me 2 days to get back on track.
Or, missing one workout does not matter much. Just get back on track tomorrow.
That is such an important idea. One missed day is not a failure.
Exactly. It's only a real problem if you never return to the routine at all.
So listeners, if your routine falls apart this week, do not worry too much.
Just get back on track as soon as you can. That's what really matters.
Now let's talk about recovery. Do you ever recharge on purpose?
Recharge. R-E-C-H-A-R-G-E. Like charging a phone battery, but for your own energy. For example, I need a quiet weekend to recharge after a busy month.
Or, a short trip to the countryside always helps me recharge.
How do you recharge, Orus?
Nature, mostly. Trees, fresh air, quiet spaces.
I recharge with quiet time at home. No plans, no noise, just simple things.
That sounds lovely. Everyone recharges differently, and that is completely okay.
True. There's no single correct way to rest.
Let's talk about something that helps many routines succeed. Stick to something.
Stick to. This means continuing to do something even when it becomes difficult.
For example, I'm trying to stick to my new sleep schedule this month.
Or, it's hard to stick to a routine during a busy week, but small steps still count.
What helps you stick to a new habit, Corey?
Making it small. If a habit feels too big, I usually give up quickly.
So, small and possible rather than big and perfect.
Exactly. A 5-minute walk is easier to stick to than a 50-minute workout.
That is very true. Small versions of a habit are much easier to keep.
Okay, I think it's time for our word tour. Let's review everything we learned today.
Yes, word tour time. We'll go through the words and phrases one more time, nice and clear.
First, routine. A set of things you do regularly, usually in the same order.
My evening routine includes tea, reading, and turning off my phone early.
Next, get into the habit of, to slowly start doing something regularly until it feels normal.
I got into the habit of writing 3 tasks every morning.
Next, on autopilot, doing something automatically without thinking because you've done it so many times.
I brush my teeth completely on autopilot.
Next, rush around, moving quickly and a little chaotically, usually because you're busy or late.
I was rushing around this morning looking for my other shoe.
Next, take a breather, to stop for a short time and rest your mind.
Take a breather before you reply to that message.
Next, multitask, doing more than one thing at the same time.
Try not to multitask during an important conversation.
Next, juggle, to manage many responsibilities at the same time.
She juggles work, family, and English classes.
Next, procrastinate, to delay doing something important and do something else instead.
I procrastinated all morning and finished my work in a rush.
Next, switch off, to stop thinking about work and give your attention to something else.
It's hard for me to switch off from work in the evening.
Next, wind down and unwind. Both mean to slowly relax, usually after a busy day.
I like to wind down with tea and a book before bed.
Next, baby steps, small, gentle steps forward instead of big, difficult changes.
Building a new routine takes baby steps.
Next, creature of habit, someone who likes doing the same things again and again, in the same way.
My grandfather is a creature of habit with his evening tea.
Next, fall off track and get back on track, to stop following your routine and then to return to it again.
I fell off track during my trip, but I got back on track quickly.
Next, recharge, to rest and restore your energy, like charging a battery.
A quiet weekend helps me recharge.
And last, stick to continue doing something even when it becomes difficult.
I'm trying to stick to my new sleep schedule.
Great list. If you caught most of those, good job. And if not, no problem at all. Listen again and you'll catch more the second time.
That's how real learning works. Listen, discuss, listen again. Each time your brain catches a little more.
Now let's practice using some of these words together in one short story. Orus, are you ready to build a mini story with me?
Let's do it.
Okay, this morning I woke up and almost fell back asleep, but I got into the habit of standing up immediately, so I stood up.
I made breakfast completely on autopilot, then I rushed around looking for my keys as usual.
At work, I tried not to multitask too much, but by lunchtime I was already juggling 3 small tasks.
In the afternoon, I procrastinated a little, but then I took a breather and finished my report calmly.
When I got home, I switched off from work and I started to wind down with music and a simple dinner.
I stuck to my evening routine, and before bed I felt ready for recharge for tomorrow.
See, listeners? That story used almost every phrase from today's episode.
And it sounded like a completely normal day, right? Not complicated English, just real, everyday English.
Exactly. That's the goal. Real language for real life.
Now let's talk about something before we finish today. Building your own routine, step by step.
Yes, this is important. A good routine does not need to be big or perfect.
It needs to be realistic, something you can actually repeat even on a tired day.
So if you want a morning routine, start with one small thing. Maybe drinking water first before anything else.
If you want a better work day, try taking one real breather away from your screen.
If you want a calmer evening, try winding down for just 10 minutes without your phone.
And if your routine falls off track one day, simply get back on track the next day. No guilt, no big drama.
One missed day does not erase your progress.
Exactly. Progress is not about being perfect every single day. It is about returning again and again.
I really believe that. And for our English learners listening right now, this idea works for language learning too.
Yes, if you miss one day of practice, do not give up completely. Just come back tomorrow.
Stick to your English routine gently, not strictly.
Even 5 minutes a day adds up over weeks and months.
Good job if you are already thinking about your own small English routine right now. Now, before we finish today, let's do something fun. Say it better. We are going to take some very basic sentences about routines and turn them into clearer, more natural English.
I love this part. Let's begin. First sentence, I do the same things every day.
That sentence is correct, but it is quite plain. A better version is, I have a pretty consistent routine every day.
Consistent. This means regular, steady, not changing very much. My sleep schedule is very consistent, even on weekends.
Much more natural. Next sentence, I don't think about it, I just do it.
A better version is, I do it completely on autopilot.
We already learned this phrase today, and now you can use it naturally in a real sentence. Next sentence, I am too busy and I do many things at once.
A clearer version is, I am juggling a lot right now, so I try not to multitask too much.
Two phrases in one sentence. Very nice.
Next sentence, I always wait until the last minute.
A more natural version is, I tend to procrastinate, but I'm working on it.
Tend to shows that this happens often, but not always every single time.
Next sentence, I relax before bed.
A clearer version is, I like to wind down with tea before bed.
Or, I unwind by reading a few pages every night.
Both sentences sound much more like real, natural English.
Next sentence, my routine broke and I felt bad.
A more balanced version is, I fell off track for a few days, but I got back on track quickly.
This version does not sound like failure. It sounds honest and hopeful.
Exactly. And our final sentence, I always do the same thing. I like it that way.
A more natural version is, I'm a creature of habit, and I'm completely okay with that.
That's such a warm way to describe yourself.
It really is. So remember, listeners, a routine does not need complicated words to sound natural. It just needs the right small phrase in the right place.
Try picking one sentence from Say It Better today and use it in your own life this week.
For example, tell a friend, I'm trying to stick to a new morning routine, instead of just saying, I'm trying to change.
Small changes in your English, just like small changes in your routine, add up over time.
Beautifully said, Corey. Okay, now I think it's time for our community question.
Yes! Every episode, we ask one fun question and we really do read your comments. Today's question is, what is the first thing you do in the morning?
Maybe you check your phone, maybe you drink water, maybe you open a window, like Orus did today.
Write it in the comments, in English if you can. Just one simple sentence is perfect.
For example, the first thing I do in the morning is drink a glass of water.
Or, the first thing I do is stretch for 2 minutes before standing up.
We love reading these. It feels like one big, friendly classroom from around the world.
It really does. And try to use one phrase from today if you can. Maybe on autopilot or get into the habit of.
That's a wonderful little writing practice, and it helps your English so much more than just listening silently.
Okay, everyone. Let's do a quick recap before we finish today.
First, a routine is simply a set of things you do regularly, and it does not need to be perfect.
Second, small habits done on autopilot can make your day feel much easier.
Third, breaks matter. Taking a breather during a busy day protects your energy.
Fourth, switching off and winding down help you truly rest in the evening.
And fifth, if you fall off track, simply get back on track. Baby steps are enough.
Beautifully said, Corey.
Before we go, one more tiny tip for anyone who wants to actually build a routine, not just think about one.
Yes, tell us. I love practical tips.
Pick one single habit. Just one. Not 5, not 10.
Only one?
Only one. If you try to change your whole life on Monday, you usually stop by Wednesday.
That's so true. I've done that so many times.
So choose something small, like drinking a glass of water first thing, or writing one line in a journal.
And once that feels easy, once it becomes second nature, you can add another small habit.
Exactly. One habit at a time is much stronger than 5 habits for 2 days.
Slow and steady really does win here.
It really does. And listeners, remember, you don't need a perfect routine tomorrow morning. You just need one small, honest step.
That's real progress, and you're already building it just by listening to this episode.
Okay, announcement time. We have a full collection of English learning PDFs waiting for you right now.
Speaking challenges, vocabulary flashcards, conversation workbooks, native speaker phrase guides, and daily routine practice sheets.
Everything you need to practice English outside of this podcast, all in one simple place.
And right now, 40% off with code DEP40, DEP40.
Link is in the description. Grab it before the offer ends.
And one more thing, you can now find us on Spotify. Yes, Daily English Podcast just launched there. So if you'd rather listen during your commute or while cooking dinner, search for us on Spotify and hit follow.
And we're also on Facebook now. Come say hi, join the community, and be part of our daily conversations there too. We'd love to see you.
Facebook, Spotify, and right here, however you like to learn, we're there for you.
If this episode helped you feel a little more confident, please like this video, subscribe to Daily English Podcast, and share it with someone who's learning English too.
You did not waste this time today. You invested it in your English and in yourself.
We're proud of you. Seriously, good job for showing up today and for staying with us until the very end.
This was the Daily English Podcast with Corey
And Orus.
Until next time, build your routine gently, one small step at a time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye, take care of yourselves, and see you in the next episode.
Your progress does not stop here. Click the next video. We have more real conversations, more useful phrases, and more English waiting for you right now.